Good morning student. Today we are going to start the very important topic of this chapter is rolling of spherical body on a smooth inclined plane. Okay. So in this expression we are going to roll a body which have spherical symmetry. The body may be of ring, disc, sphere and cylindrical shape. Okay. So let us now start. A body of circular symmetry, maybe disc, ring, sphere, cylinder, etc. of mass m rolls freely down an inclined plane at an angle theta with horizontal. Okay. So let the body start rolling from point P. At point P, initially body is at rest, means initial kinetic energy is 0. Potential energy at point P will be mgh. So as the body rolls down, then potential energy decreases, kinetic energy increases. Kinetic energy, to listen here, kinetic energy means total kinetic energy. As the body rolls down, it means it have rotational kinetic energy, and body move down means it also have translational kinetic energy. So sum of rotational kinetic energy plus translational kinetic energy is equal to total kinetic energy. Okay. So as the body rolls down, then total kinetic energy increases, but at the same time potential energy decreases. But according to energy conservation law, the gain in total kinetic energy is equal to loss in potential energy, right? So at point P, okay, kinetic energy equal to 0 because body is at rest, that is u equal to 0, and potential energy is equal to mgh. Okay. Therefore total energy at point P will be 0 plus mgh, means mgh. Okay. This is equation number 1. Now at point G, at point G means when the body reaches the ground, so rotational kinetic energy is equal to 1 upon 2 I omega square. Okay. Here omega is the final angular speed at point G. Since I equal to mk square according to definition of radius of gyration, and omega is equal to v upon r. Okay. Now substituting these value, then we will get 1 upon 2 m k square v square upon r square. Okay. And this can be written as 1 upon 2 m v square in a bracket k square upon r square. And translational kinetic energy equal to 1 upon 2 m v square, number 3, right? Therefore total energy at point G is equal to rotational kinetic energy plus translational kinetic energy. Okay. So value of rotational kinetic energy 1 upon 2 m v square k square upon r square, and the value of translational kinetic energy is 1 upon 2 mv square. Now 1 upon 2 mv square is taken common, so we can write 1 plus k square upon r square. तो दिस इज द टोटल काइनेटिक एनर्जी एट पॉइंट G. ओके, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन लॉ, total energy at point P is equal to total kinetic energy at point G. Okay, this implies mgh equal to 1/2 mv square in a bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay, so m to m cancel. So by this equation we can get the value of v equal to under root 2gh upon in a bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. So this is the very most important relation. Okay, now in triangle GAP sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, GP. If this distance is s, then sin theta is equal to h upon s. Okay, so we can find the value of s equal to h upon sin theta. Number suppose A. Okay, so now according to third equation of motion, v square equal to u square plus twice as. Okay, since u equal to 0, therefore v square equal to twice as. Now put the value of s, so v square equal to twice a into h upon sin theta. Okay, so as we know that the value of v square is twice gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay, right side remains same, 2ah upon sin theta. Okay, here h to h cancel, 2 cancel. By this equation we can find the value of a, g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. This is another important relation of acceleration which produced in a body when body rolls down in an inclined plane at an angle theta. Case number 1, when a body is a sphere. Okay, means a body which rolls over this inclined plane is a sphere. So in case of sphere we know that moment of inertia is 2/5 mr square. Okay, and according to definition of radius of gyration I equal to mk square. On equating these two we can write mr square is equal to mk square, m to m cancel, or we can write k square upon r square is equal to 2/5. Okay, so as we know that v equal to 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square whole under root. Okay, Now substitute the value of k square upon r square. So 2gh upon 1 plus 2 upon 5 means 5 1 5 to 7 upon 5. Okay. So 2gh upon 7 upon 5. Okay. This 5 move to numerator. V equal to under root 10gh upon 7. Okay. Now the acceleration a equal to g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay. Now put the value of k square upon r square to g sin theta upon 1 plus the value of k square upon r square is 2 upon 5. Okay. So 5 1 5 to 7 upon 5. So 5 upon 7 g sin theta. Okay. So by this equation we can calculate the acceleration of a sphere which rolls over this surface. Okay. And by this equation we can calculate the velocity of a sphere which rolls over this inclined surface, right? Now in second case, when a body is solid cylinder or a disc, because the moment of inertia of both either disc or cylinder is I equal to 1 upon 2 mr square, right? So as we know that moment of inertia of disc or cylinder is 1 upon 2 mr square, and according to definition of radius of gyration is m k square. On equating these two we can get m k square is equal to 1 upon 2 mr square. This m to m cancel, so k square upon r square is equal to 1 by 2. Then we calculate the value of v equal to under root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay. Now substitute the value of k square upon r square, which is 1 by 2. So we get 2gh upon 1 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. So finally we get 2gh upon 3 by 2 moved in numerator. So 4 by 3 gh. So by this equation we can directly calculate the velocity when cylinder rolls down over the inclined plane or disc rolls down over the inclined plane. Okay. So velocity of disc or cylinder will be under root 4 by 3 gh. And to calculate the acceleration we use the relation a equal to g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. So as we know that the velocity of k square upon r square for the cylinder is 1 by 2. To put the value of k square upon r square. Okay. So 1 plus 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. So acceleration of the disc or cylinder is 2 by 3 g sin theta. Okay. If the hollow sphere rolls down over that inclined plane, then moment of inertia of hollow sphere is 2 upon 3 mr square. Okay. But according to definition of radius of gyration, I equal to mk square. On equating these two, we can write mk square equal to 2 upon 3 mr square. Okay. M to m cancel, then the value of k square upon r square is 2 by 3. This value can be used to calculate the velocity of v equal to under root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay. Now put the value of k square upon r square, 1 plus 2 upon 3. 3 1 ja 3 plus 2 5 by 3. So v equal to under root 6gh upon 5. By this equation we can calculate the velocity. Okay. So this is the velocity of hollow sphere To calculate the acceleration of a hollow sphere when rolls over the inclined plane, then acceleration is given by a equal to g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Now put the value of k square upon r square, to g sin theta upon 1 plus 2 upon 3. Okay, 3 1 ja 3 plus 2, 5 by 3 means 3 by 5 g sin theta. Okay, it will be the acceleration produced in a hollow sphere when reaches the ground after rolling over the inclined plane. When rings rolls over an inclined plane, then how can we calculate the velocity after reaching the ground? Okay, so v equal to 2gh under root 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay, now first we find the value of k square upon r square. So as we know that the moment of inertia of a ring is m r square, but according to definition of radius of gyration I equal to mk square. On equating these two, we can write mk square equal to mr square. So m to m cancel, so k square upon r square is equal to 1. Okay, so now we'll put the value of k square upon r square. So v equal to under root 2gh upon 1 plus 1 means 2. Now this 2 cancel, so v equal to under root gh. To calculate the acceleration, we use the relation a equal to g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. So as we know that the value of k square upon r square for a ring is 1. So we can write g sin theta upon 1 plus 1 or 1 upon 2 g sin theta is the expression for acceleration produced in a ring when rolls over the inclined plane. Now this is the conclusion of today's lecture. When body rolls over the inclined plane, then what will be its velocity on reaching the bottom of different shaped body? Suppose we roll over an inclined plane, sphere, cylinder, disc, ring. Then question asked in a paper, the arrange the body for increasing acceleration or for increasing velocity, or it is generally asked which body have least acceleration and which body have greater acceleration. Okay, so by this table we can give the perfect answer of that question. So in this body we are arranged the 4 different shaped body. Number 1, solid sphere. The solid sphere, the value of k square upon r square is 2 upon 5 and velocity is under root 10 upon 7 gh. When we solve this under root 10 upon 7, then we will get 1.19 under root gh. And acceleration in case of solid sphere is 5 by 7 g sin theta. Okay. In second case, a solid cylinder or disc, both have the value of k square upon r square is 1 by 2 and the velocity on reaching the bottom of inclined plane will be under root 4 by 3 gh. On solving this, we can get 1.15 under root gh, and the acceleration of this disc or solid cylinder will be 2 upon 3 g sin theta. Now in case of hollow sphere, the value of k square upon r square is 2 by 3 and the velocity on reaching the bottom of inclined plane of hollow sphere will be under root 6 upon 5 gh. On solving this, we can get 1.09 under root gh, and acceleration in case of hollow sphere will be 3 upon 5 g sin theta. At last, when ring rolls over the inclined plane, the value of k square upon r square is 1 and the velocity on reaching the bottom will be under root gh. Acceleration at the bottom 1 by 2 g sin theta. So we can arrange like this then the velocity of solid sphere will be maximum, means greater than velocity of solid cylinder or velocity of disk, less than velocity of hollow sphere. HS means hollow sphere, greater than velocity of ring. So we can say that after rolling these body, we can say that the velocity at the bottom of a ring will be least, and the velocity at the bottom of inclined plane of a sphere will be greater. Okay. Similarly, acceleration of solid sphere is greater than acceleration of solid cylinder, greater than acceleration of hollow sphere, greater than acceleration of a ring. So acceleration of solid cylinder or acceleration of disk both have the same value. So in this way we can say that among the four bodies, the sphere has the greatest value of acceleration and ring has the least value of acceleration.